My name is Francia. Today's class is our Sunday Vinyasa, our gentle Vinyasa. So let's start in a comfortable seated position with a little bit of mindfulness and grounding. So take a moment if you'd like to, before we even begin, if you'd like to kind of shake or move, if you're feeling kind of a little bit of energy moving through the body right now, that's always a good place to start before we get grounded, is to do a little bit of shaking, a little bit of movement. Maybe you can even stand up, jump around, or maybe you can try doing that before you play the video so that you can find yourself in a comfortable seated position when we get started. So then allow the shoulders to roll back, soften the gaze or close the eyes. Let the hands rest on the lap or on the knees. Let the knees guide down towards the earth. Check in with your lower back. Make sure that the belly feels, at least in some way, slightly engaged to help support your spine. Breathe into your back muscles, breathing into the kidneys, allowing yourself to feel fully present in this moment, right here, right now. Each inhale, expanding and opening the lungs. Each exhale, emptying out the lungs, creating space for the next breath in. Checking in with the quality of the thoughts, quality of the mind. Checking in with the quality of the breath. And you lengthen that exhale. And you deepen the next inhale. Can you match up the inhale and the exhale breaths in pace and measure? Equalizing the breath in with the breath out. Slowly and gently with the next inhale breath, we'll begin by bringing the chin towards the chest, creating length in the back of the neck. Starting to move the chin towards left shoulder, back through center, towards right shoulder. Just start to create a little bit of softness, of movement, and of space through the neck. Exhaling, coming back to chin towards the chest, rolling the shoulders back and down. Inhale, lift the chin, blinking the eyes open. Continuing with the neck, let's tilt the head over to the side, stretching through the left side of the neck, or whichever side you chose. And then you can take that left hand down towards the floor and use the right hand over the left ear to add a little bit more stretch. Staying here for a few breaths. If it feels good, maybe rotating the chin down towards the armpit and back out. Maybe lifting the chin up and back down. Kind of play around here with Any gentle micro movements that might help release tension in the neck. And then exhale, releasing the right hand, bringing the head back to center, settling into the shoulders, and we'll do the other side. Tilt the head towards the left, right hand down to the floor. See if you can press the palm down all the way so that you can feel that stretch there. And then taking the left hand to the right ear, adding a little extra pressure only if it feels good for you. And then maybe lifting and lowering the chin, or rotating chin down towards left armpit and back up. See what your body needs here. Find the spots in the neck that need a little extra attention, a little extra movement, a little extra love. And then exhale, releasing left hand, coming back to center. We're going to go ahead and inhale, draw the arms up, roll the shoulders back and down, reach the fingertips. Interlace your fingers, turn your palms upward, find stretch through both sides of the body. Inhale, lengthen up, keep settling down through the sits bones and the knees towards the earth. And then exhale, bend the elbows and bring the hands behind the head, elbows out, chin up. So a little different kind of stretch. We're opening the elbows out to the sides and back, drawing the shoulder blades towards each other. And then take your chin up and gaze up towards the ceiling, or you can look to the tip of your nose. One more breath here, opening the heart space, find your stretch. And then exhale, release. Take the arms back up again, reach and lengthen, press to the palms facing the sky. And then exhale, arms down. Shake out the shoulders, move into the head. All right, we're gonna draw big circles now. So take the fingertips to the shoulders. Inhale, rotate and draw big circles with your elbows. Nice and slow. I'm going pretty slow. You can go a little slower than I am or a little faster. But just make sure you're trying to articulate all of the muscles in the shoulders, in the upper back, even in the abdomen. As you move, you start to really engage the lower belly to keep you grounded. And let's go ahead and reverse directions. So forward now. Deep breath in as you come in one direction and slow breath out as you finish the circle. Pairing up the movement with breath allows it to be our vinyasa practice. Each time we move with coordination with the breath. Inhaling and exhaling as the movements arise. Good. And then stopping in the middle. Again, interlace your hands behind your head. And one more time. That same stretch, opening through the chest. Feel your rib cage separate, widen, chin up, gaze to the tip of the nose, or look up towards the ceiling. Elbows open out, shoulder blades towards each other and away from the ears. Exhale, release, reach the palms up one more time, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And exhale, arms down by your side. Good. Shaking out the shoulders and reversing the direction of our feet. So other foot comes in front. Resettle yourself, nice and grounded and rooted. Create a sense of lift through the body, nice space. And then we're gonna go for some side bending here. So reaching right hand down towards the earth, opening the chest. You can take your left hand to the left thigh as you rotate the shoulder. Stay here if this feels like it's enough for you. You don't have to go anywhere else. You're already feeling the rotation, rib cage kind of crawling back a bit. If you feel good, you can extend the left arm. Now in this first one, we're going to keep the supporting arm, or the right arm in this case, straight. So even if you know you can bring the elbow to the floor, it's more about finding rotation and twisting a bit than it is about side bending necessarily here, even though we are bending to our side. Take a deep breath, inhale, and exhale. First, release the left hand, keep the rotation of the torso, left shoulder back, right shoulder forward, and then exhale again. Coming back to center. Good, reawakening the body. Let's go the other side. Left hand down, ground yourself, right hand on the thigh. Find your rotation, find your twist. It's a gentle twist. We're not moving too deeply, but you want to start feeling those muscles in the back of your rib cage start to move back as the left side of the rib cage moves forward. And then we can look up, keep your left hand rooted and grounded, no bend in the left elbow for now. And if you feel good, we can extend that right arm up and over.
Just lengthening through that right side. Keep moving the left shoulder forward, right shoulder back, and just gaze over towards the right. Keep the right knee down, keep the left knee down. Find reach and stretch. Remember, this first one here is focusing more on the rotation than it is on the side bend, even though that is working as well. Inhale again, lengthen the torso. Exhale, slowly right hand down and come back to center. Good. Now we're going to go a little deeper. So reach that right hand a little further than we were before. Maybe just the fingertips. Maybe we can soften into the elbow. Maybe the elbow can come all the way to the floor. So for me, I'm somewhere in the middle here for now. So we'll start there. Same idea, press into the left thigh and take the left arm up and over. Now we find a little bit more stretch of that left side. Steady your breath. If this bothers your neck to look up, we can look forward. We can even look down. So see what feels right for your neck. Good, very nice. Lengthen to the right side as well, so don't collapse into the right side. Inhale, slowly come up. Exhale, and take into the other side. Reach that left hand farther away, soften the elbow, take your little bit of rotation, and then extend the arm when you're ready. If the elbow comes to the floor, great. It's going to give you a little bit more support, but it's not a good idea to bring the elbow down and then kind of lift to that right side. So a little softness to find yourself somewhere in the middle. Reach and rotate. Create a sense of length through the left side as much as the right. So you're extending out of that left hip. And again, the neck, you can look forward, you can look down, whatever feels good for you here. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And exhale, slowly come back to center. Take a moment, shake it all out, and we'll go ahead and come to our tabletop position. So, moving my pillows out the way. Let's find ourselves in tabletop. Let's start with the toes tucked under, and we're going to move the weight back so that the hips come all the way to the heels, stretching through the toes and ankles. And then inhale, come forward, move the weight forward, stretching the wrists and fingers, engaging. So let's do that a few more times. Exhale back, inhale forward. Trying to keep a nice flatness in the back, so we're not arching and we're not rounding. Inhale forward, exhale back. Stretch through the toes, heels, and ankles. Inhale forward, last one. Exhale all the way back. And then from all this way back, we're going to go ahead and keep the toes tucked under, but release the elbows to the mat, if that's possible. If not, you can use blocks to press your forearms on the blocks. Let the head hang heavy here. So nice stretch and release to the back of the neck. The toes are active. You want to keep them tucked under so that they can stay stretching. Let's take a couple of breaths. Exhale. One more time. Deep breath in. Let the top of the head reach towards the floor. Exhale. Inhale, lift the head. Slide the elbows forward a bit. Release the toes. Kind of give them a little bit of a tap. Open the knees wide and let's take Balasana. Hips all the way to the heels. Arms reach forward, forehead to the floor. So there's several postures that we pretty much do every single class, whatever class it is. Balasana is one of them. Downward facing is the other. And some type of forward fold is usually the third. So when we're doing our Balasana here, compare your posture to how it felt last time and see if you can make any adjustments. For example, separating the knees wider, making the hips heavier down towards the heels, finding the chest moving towards the earth as the forehead stays grounded and the shoulders active. Steadying and calming your breath, creating peace of mind, allowing the nervous system to come back into an equanimous state. Regulating, softening. Let this be that place where you get to do all of these things. And with the next inhale breath, slowly lift the head, the shoulders roll back, chest moves forward to create a little bit more stretch. Maybe bring the chin down. And then inhale, slowly roll up, taking our tabletop once more. Exhale with the toes curled under. Let's go ahead, press up to downward facing. This first downward facing dog, keeping the knees nice and bent, heels up off the floor. Even if you know you can press them down, for this first one, we're gonna work on the upper half of the body. So your fingertips are grounded, they're far apart. You're squeezing the mat with the tips of your fingers. You're reaching the tailbone up and back and the chest towards the thighs, and you're just letting the head hang heavy, taking advantage of this inversion posture here. Now, as you're ready, start to pedal out the legs, bend and straighten the knees, press one heel down and then the other. Moving into your space here, finding a little bit more movement, maybe through the sides or through the head even, turning your head. Maybe as the left heel comes down, you turn your head to the left. As the right heel comes down, turn your head to the right. That's a good way to kind of release the neck. And then when you feel ready, pressing both heels down, maybe a little sway through the hips. Stay strong in your arms, steady with your breath. Move the chest towards the thighs. Feel the stretch from the back of the heels, the Achilles, the backs of the calves, the back of the knees, the hamstrings, and the glutes, all creating nice long stretch, just as much as the upper body was before. One more deep breath here, inhale. Exhale, look forward, walk or step your feet forward about halfway up your mat. Keep your feet widely separated, maybe a little wider than hip width. Soften your knees to release the back, and then go ahead and hold on to opposite elbows. Take your forward fold. Your hanging forward fold can be swaying, it can be still, it can be rocking, whatever your body needs here. Maybe even close your eyes and see if you can find even distribution of your weight onto your feet. So the big toe and the pinky toe side weight is even. Weight from the heels to the toes is even. You feel the arch lifting away from the floor. The toes gently gripping the mat. And see if you can hang one more breath here. If it's possible, try to straighten the legs. Lift the quadriceps, contract. Steady, steady. One more breath, inhale. And exhale. Slowly release the hands. Bring them down to the floor. You can press into your fingertips or onto your palms. Try and straighten your legs if you haven't been able to yet. Going for a standing twist. Right knee bends, right hand on the floor or block. Inhale, left arm up. Rotate through your body. Look up towards the left fingertips. Exhale, take it down. Left hand comes down, left knee bends. Inhale, right arm up. Look up towards right side fingertips. Right shoulder stacked right over the left. Again, exhale, right hand down. Right knee bends. Inhale, left arm up. Open through the side. Exhale, take it down. The one on the right side, we'll do one more after this on both sides. Reach and extend. Exhale, take it down. Right knee bends, left arm up. Inhale. Exhale down. Left knee bends, right arm up. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, take it down. Separate your feet and let's take a malasana. You can place a block underneath the hips. You can curl your weight side to side, settling into your posture, hips down, elbows and upper arms on the insides of the knees. Find your malasana position. Shoulders back and down, feet grounded, chin up, look forward. 1. Steady breathing. 2. Lengthen the spine. Try not to create too much rounding here. 3. Weight forward over your toes. 4. 5. Exhale, hands down, come onto your toes, lift up, and then find yourself in your forward fold once more. This time, we're going to bring the hands behind the calves and use the arms to move ourselves a little deeper into the fold. So you decide whatever this means for you. You can hold on just to the sides of your ankles, but then bring your elbows towards your calves. You can hold on to the back of the calves or ankles or feet, and then try to move your body in between. Exhale, release, hands on the floor. Inhale, lengthen up. This lengthening up is a place for you to kind of reset. Exhale, open the toes, heels down, take it back down, either straight down or side to side like the first one. Find your malasana, again, using the block if you need it. You don't have to do this without the block. Holding 1, 2, belly's drawn in, 3, shoulders back and down, 4, steady on the toes, 5, exhale, hands down, hips come up, point the toes forward, and again, take your forward fold. You choose this one, it's the last one. You can hold in your hanging forward fold. You can bring your hands behind the legs like we did before, or you can grab a hold of your big toes and pull. So any version of this that fits your body. Let your head hang heavy, roll the weight forward, shoulders roll back. Steady, calm breathing, back of the legs, super active here. Find your stretch, lengthen through the spine and abdomen. Inhale, release, hands on the floor, lengthen. Reset, resetting here. Exhale, take malasana this time so we can come to seated. So allow the hips to come down. Wiggle yourself on the inside of the leg, shoulders back. Lift the heart and chest. 1, 2, this is the last one. Stay steady. 3, 4, calm breathing. 5, exhale, hands to the floor. Roll yourself down so that the butt can come down. Feet together, give yourself a nice rounded hug. All right, slowly extend the legs. And we're gonna move a little bit here into some different asanas that I don't think we've practiced too much of before. We do it sometimes in our Ashtanga practice. Let's give it a shot. Bringing the right knee down. Bring your body on the inside of the leg, almost like you want the shoulder and the knee to come together in front of each other. So if this is possible for you, and I'll turn forward so you can see. If it's possible for you to clear the shoulder, just bring your hands to the floor and stay here. Now notice there's a little gap between the foot and the left thigh. Don't have it too close, otherwise there's nowhere for you to go. And if it's too far away, you're gonna feel like you're like trying to reach forward. So split the difference, a little bit of space between the foot and the thigh, and then reach forward towards the floor. Good, and let's stay there for 5 breaths. 1. It's gonna feel like you're gonna fall to the left. So if you need to have your left hand to support you, you can do that. 2. Otherwise, both hands forward towards the left foot. 3. 4, almost there, steady, steady. 5, inhale, lift up. Exhale, take the right hand on the outside, and we're gonna bring this right foot on top of the left thigh. Figure 4 position. So our figure 4, when you look down, you're making a figure 4 with your legs. The old style figure 4. Now, bring the hands behind you, lift the chest, flex into the left foot and the right foot, and try to draw that right knee down. Let's stay in this upright position here for 5 breaths, and then we'll add on. 1, 2, so we created that rotation of the hip is moving out and down. 3, lift the chest, shoulders back, chin slightly down, look towards your right foot. 4, okay, 5, exhale. If there's space for you to go, you can move or lean your body forward, maybe bring your hands to the floor, same as before, on other sides of that left foot. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, take a fold. See where your body allows you to go. You can even soften through the elbows so that you're not feeling tension in the shoulders. Stay here. 1, 2, steady breathing. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, press up, lengthen spine. Exhale, walk the hands in. Okay, this right foot, we're gonna see if we can take it up to half lotus. So I like to grab right hand underneath the ankle, left hand underneath the foot, lift the foot up off the leg,
Bring the heel towards the belly button, point the toe. So now we're no longer flexing, we're pointing the toe and we're tucking that whole foot in. Then we rotate that right hip forward so that the foot can rest on top of the left hip crease. And then the right knee is kind of just floating in the air. Don't mind it, it has nothing to do with you. Let it be where it's gonna be. Same as before, fingertips behind the back, shoulders roll back, lift the chest, stay here. 1. Keep the foot in place, but keep pointing the toe and pressing the foot down towards the left hip. 2. The right knee is guiding itself down towards the floor as well. 3. Steady breathing. 4. And 5. Before we come forward, we're going to add a little bit of a twist. So take left hand to right knee, right hand can come behind you, and let's look to the right. I'll give you an option here if you want to try of lifting that right elbow, bringing that right hand behind the body and seeing if you can find your foot. We're in a twist, trying to reach for the bind. If you have the bind, stay there with the bind, looking over right shoulder, keep your twist. 1, even if you don't have the bind, keep your twist, but you can use your right hand to support you behind. 2, rotate the torso. 3, steady, calm breathing. 4, and 5. Exhale, slowly coming back to center. And now we're going to take that forward fold, reaching the hands towards the left foot. We're not going for the foot, we're going for the floor. Find yourself grounded on the floor. That foot is going to belly's going to come up and over the foot. It creates a little bit of pressure on the left side, lower abdomen. Very good for our digestion and elimination cycles. Good way to get the gut to start kind of doing what it needs to do. If you want to pull the elbows towards the floor, you're welcome to. Rest there. 1. If the right knee is still off the floor, make it a little heavier, reach it towards the earth. 2, 3, shoulders back and down, steady breathing. 4, left leg still engaged, toes pointing towards you. 5, inhale, head up only. Exhale there, slide or walk the hands in. And we're gonna release this foot. So same as we went before, you can grab the ankle, the foot, open the leg out to the side, bring the foot down, plant the foot on the floor and extend the leg. So give yourself a moment, shake out the legs, wiggle the ankles around, point and flex the toes. Before we do the other side, we're gonna work with the left side in a different way. So lean to the right, bend that left foot back, and we start to feel if it's possible for us to keep both hips on the floor. Doing this might put pressure on the knees, so you can always elevate the hips, even if it's just with a pillow. That sometimes makes even just a little bit of lift makes a big difference. But if you need more, you can use a block as well. So from here, again, hands behind, lift the chest, shoulders back. Exhale, 1, 2. So this is for us to create ourselves in a grounded position before we come forward. 3, 4, calm and steady. 5, let's take it forward. Exhale, lean forward, hands on the floor. Don't go for the foot. Just reach for the floor. Maybe as far as the foot, maybe not even close. It does not matter how far you are. See what your body can do. Soften the elbows down, lengthen the torso, shoulders back, steady. 1, 2. Sometimes I know I've heard students complain that it hurts on the top of their foot and their ankle. You can also elevate that by placing an extra towel or some kind of padding there. 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, head up. Exhale, slowly come back. All right, before we come out, we're gonna combine what we did on the right with the left. So bending that right knee. If it's possible for you, you might wanna just stay here, do your twist from this position. If it's accessible, take your right foot to the left hip into half lotus. So same as before, we grab the whole foot, ankle, the whole thing. Point the toe, bring the foot all the way up, and then we release the right knee down. We need to take a little bit of adjustment. Now, whether the foot is on the floor or in half lotus, Keep that foot engaged, and we're gonna take the twist to the right. So left hand can go underneath that right knee as we rotate towards the right. You can keep the right hand on the floor or take it around to find your foot. So we can either be in this position, we can be here, we can just be holding on to the knee and not tucking the hand under, or we can be in just a simple, gentle twist with the right foot planted on the floor, rotating the torso. Lots of options, pick one that fits your body. Good. 3 more breaths. 3, 4, and 5. Slowly release any binds if you have them. Coming back to center, maybe releasing the right foot first, extending the right leg, lean to the right, bend the left knee, plant the foot on the floor for a second, and extend the leg. Kind of wiggle out those knees, ankles, ready for the other side. So left knee bends, planting the foot on the floor, a little bit of space between the foot and the thigh, right leg strong. Lean to the right slightly so you can clear that left shoulder on the inside of that left knee. So you're really pulling forward. And then hands on the floor on either sides of your right foot. Staying there. 1. Softening the elbows. 2. Keep your right foot grounded. 3. Don't struggle. If you need that right hand to help support your weight, bring it out to the side. 4. Sometimes that's all your body needs to release forward a bit more. 5. Inhale, head up only. Exhale there. Slowly release, coming back to center. Taking that left leg now. Grabbing the foot, bringing it around, point the toe. Oh, actually, no, we do the figure 4 first. Sorry, forgot. Figure 4 first. So left foot into figure 4. Take a moment, hands behind you slightly, lift the chest and find stability. Drawing the left knee down, right leg nice and strong. 1. Keep both feet flexed. 2. Even out, square off the hips. 3. 4. Steady, calm breathing. 5. Let's take it forward. So we're reaching the hands forward as far as your body will allow, and then take your fold there. 1. 2. Be mindful of this left knee. Be kind. 3. Shoulders back and down. We reach to the top of the head. 4. And 5. Inhale, head up. Exhale, coming back. Good. Now we take it to half lotus. So lifting that whole left foot, pointing the toe, drawing the heel towards the navel, drawing the left knee forward, planting the foot down. Find your half lotus. And back to that same position as before, hands behind you to ground your spine and ground your sits bones, keeping your right leg active. 1. Point the left toe. 2. 3. If it's too much, you can always repeat figure 4. 4. 5. Let's take it forward. The abdomen kind of rolls over that right foot. So the right foot is now putting pressure on the bottom right side of the belly. This is the ascending colon that we're targeting here on this side. Steady your breath and take your fold. 1. The left knee reaches down towards the floor. Maybe it touches, maybe not. That's okay. 2. Chin forward, reach and stretch. 3. Feel the pressure of the foot in the belly. Don't shy away from it. 4. Shoulders away from the ears. 5. Inhale, head up only. Exhale there. Slowly rolling ourselves back. Good. We're going to release that left foot down onto the floor. Extend the leg. Give the legs a little shake, a little move. And now we move to the right side by leaning to the left, bringing the right foot back. Deciding if you want to elevate your hips or not. Resettling down. Checking in with the knee. Find stability once more. Shoulders back and down, left foot flexed. 1. 2, steady breathing. 3, 4, 5. Exhale, slowly taking it forward. Maybe the hands can come down as you fold forward, lengthening through your torso, soften the elbows, chin towards the shin. 1, 2, 3, calm and steady, shoulders away from the ears. 4, wherever you are, settle in. 5, inhale, head up only. Exhale there, walking the hands in. Okay, we're gonna keep the right leg as is. You can choose left foot planted on the floor for your twist, so that you would just take your twist here, that's fine. You can choose left foot to half lotus on top of the right leg, finding yourself back in this stable position. If you're here, you can just hold on to the knee and again, find your twist. Last option is to slide that right hand underneath the knee. So we're actually pinning it down with the knee. The left arm can come around and you can find your toes and create your rotation. Right wrist down on the floor. So this one, the full expression, you get a stretch in your wrist, a stretch in your left shoulder as you find your vine, and you get that deep twist. 3, wherever you are, calm your breathing and deepen into it. Each inhale lengthens you, each exhale turns you a little bit more. 4, and 5. Slowly release the bind if you have it on both sides. Release the left foot first, take the foot to the floor, release the left leg, lean to the side, right foot plants down just briefly. It's a good idea to kind of come out slowly, right leg out, shake out the legs, and let's make our way down onto the back. So take her all the way down to the back. We're gonna move into a fish pose. You can do a supportive fish if you have props at home that you can use. But we're going to try today's fish by wiggling the arms underneath the body. Kind of interlace your thumbs and let yourself lay on top of your forearms. From there, extend the legs, point the toes, press into the elbows to lift yourself up. So you're sitting on your hand and then drop the top of the head back. So a little bit of a different version of fish pose, more traditional in our Hatha or Vinyasa type classes. You're pressing into the floor with the forearms and the palms, and the hands are underneath your glutes and thighs. Lift through the heart and rib cage, shoulders back and towards each other, throat open, gaze to the tip of the nose. 1, 2, steady, calm breathing. 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, lift the head, slide the back of the head and shoulders down, bend the knees. Use your hands to kind of grab your heels as you release the forearms out from underneath you. Now we'll do a nice kind of connected bridge pose. You're holding onto your ankle, so you might need to slide your feet a little closer to your glutes. Your knees for now are pointing forward and away. So we're going to try and bring the knees back as we lift the hips up. Inhale, tuck the tailbone under, lift the hips up. It's okay if the knees keep moving forward, but once you're in the lift, push into the feet to bring the knees back and the hips up, wriggling the shoulders under. Try not to lose your grip. 1, steady, steady. 2, strong legs and glutes. 3, shoulders wriggle under. 4, don't give up, press into the legs. 5, exhale, lower down. Good. If you have a pillow nearby, the last asana we're going to do before we go into our shavasana is viparita karani. Lift the hips, let them settle down onto the pillow or block, and then let's go ahead and elevate the legs. Arms down by your sides, legs nice and relaxed. If you have an actual wall that you can rest your legs up onto, that's fine too. This asana is a great posture if you're feeling anxious, if your mind is racing, Coming into this asana sets the nervous system into a calming spiral where it can just start to spiral down into a sense of calm and peace. So it's a good way for us, well, good posture for us to practice whenever we feel like we just need to find peace, find calm, release anxiety, release tension. For now, we're using this posture as a way to incorporate all of the practice that we've done up until this point. Let the feet relax. We're not trying to point or flex the feet. We're not trying to straighten or bend the knees. We're just letting everything happen how it needs to. Feeling a sense of serenity and ease wash over your entire body. And slowly and gently, we'll begin to add gentle movement to the toes and the fingers. And before we come into our Shavasana, start to lower the feet down towards the floor slowly. And let's give ourselves a nice big hug. Wrap the arms around the legs. Squeeze the thighs in towards each other. Relax the feet. And maybe lift the forehead to the knees. Another option here is happy baby if you prefer that one. Settle in with your breath. Find yourself with a bit of gratitude here. Exhale, drop the head down, bring the feet down. Then we're gonna elevate the hips, move your prop out of the way so we can take our Shavasana without any elevation. Let the legs extend, arms out by your sides, palms facing up. Settle the back of your head, your shoulders, your sacrum. Relax. slowly, gently begin to bring our awareness back to this room, to this space. We'll add a little wiggle to the fingers, the toes, the hands, the feet, wrists, and ankles begin to awaken. You can move the head side to side as well. When you're ready, bend the knees. Let's come to a constructive resting posture. Tuck under through the tailbone, feel your tailbone and your sacrum nice and grounded. You can bring both hands to the belly, both hands to the heart, or one to each. Keep the eyes closed, the attention inward. Let the knees rest in on top of each other. Deepen your breathing. Slow down your breathing. And then exhale, let's roll over onto our side. Take your time, using your bottom arm like a pillow or resting your head on the floor. Knees are bent and stacked. Just be here for a couple more breaths. Inhaling, slowly pressing up. Coming back to seated. We won't be here very long, so just take a comfortable seated position. Palms together at the center of the heart. Soften your gaze or close your eyes if they open. Relax the shoulders. Feel a deep sense of gratitude and peace. You can also have both hands at the heart or both hands at the belly, or again, one to each. Connect with yourself however you need. Prayer, palms together. Let your hands feel the movement of the breath. Thank you so much for joining me for practice today. I hope you were able to create a sense of awareness and peace within your own bodies. Namaste.